This is it, gamers. The last map of the series. Open Division Finals of Season 3 GCL powered by Elgato. Now we just had very two close maps between Man I Love Frogs and Built Butter, but this is the final map that will determine who will be walking away with $500 and Elgato products. For the last time today, I'm Jess with the play-by-play, and with me is Kira with, again, the big brain color.
The brain that is, again, growing and shrinking as I drink water. So remember to hydrate, everybody in chat, because that will also give you the big brain strats.
Yes. Yes. We are all hydrating because, oh man, these last few games have been crazy. How are these teams so evenly matched? How are they so good?
You sound so sad as you say that, Jess.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is some good, high quality Valorant gameplay we're watching right here.
That is true. As for the last map and the last game of today, we are getting another mirror matchup. This time, instead of the Reyna, it will be that Phoenix coming out onto Haven. Is this the first time we've seen Haven today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's going to be very interesting to see how both teams do cope with this three site map. Built Butter going to be moving pretty aggressively up B C long right now as Dino's that paranoia going to hit a lot of members, but she's just gonna back off and give up the site.
Yeah, but that will give her so much information that they're making their way onto C. She has to move back now as the rest of the team will be converging for this retake.
They're mostly coming in from that defender side, and that's the first pick onto Diana.
Oh, and they're all going to be looking down in the CT as well. Panini trying to juggle things as the flashes are coming out. The frags are popping. Now a 4v3. Ellie sticking the defuse, and I don't think they know that she's literally getting it right now. But Xenos doing some work here, gets that 3k, and Klee's just going to clean the rest up. And to start things off, round 1, Frogs.
There's just so many shots coming out, and as Fwogs were just pushing Built Butter back further and further down long, they couldn't even do anything, even if they knew that Fwogs was defusing that spike. So again, it is just going to be whoever has the site that the attackers are rushing on, backing off and making sure we can do a 5v5 retake strategy. Works out most of the time, so it has worked out that time as well, putting them into the lead right now, 1-2-0. It's going to be Lynn here with the baby op, looking down A long, and also on. Oh, that's the early pick off onto Flowerful.
Yes, early pickup from Ellie, who is staring it down mid there. And that's going to open things up. They're going to aggress now more with their positioning now that they know that they have the numbers advantage. But still, she took a lot of damage from that and that 5 HP. What is that crosshair coming out from Diana? She's making her move on in to mid now. And just as that, Ellie's going to go to the connector, trying to get this start out to get this information for her team.
And there we go. It's going to come out, but on the other side, Dinos has picked up It Not Hot. A 3v4 situation right now, as that's going to be a gun recovered on the side of Built Butter.
What is her crosshair, Kira?
Wait, who's crosshair?
Diana.
Okay, when we scope onto Diana again, I'm going to take a closer look, as I haven't been paying too much attention on that. But Dinos has once again picked off another member. Okay, I see it now.
Just going on in. Has to go through the Cloud Burst first. But still not enough. Morgan comes in from the back. But still, the numbers were not in her favor. And that's going to be another round win for the Frogs.
No, you don't deserve
And Built Butter able to push onto B and plant that spike there. But with Frog just coming in from all those different angles, not able to finish it, or not able to defend the spike long enough for them to be able to finish off that round. The 2-0 lead right now, and still it's gonna be once again the Rifles against the Spectres. We're going to see how Built Butter can deal with this as they are posturing outside of C. Looks like there's going to be 2 members of Fwogs playing inside Garage, with 2 pushing up A short.
Yeah, it's just going to be on watching this Garage push. She is going to hear the footsteps, and she is going to see that drone, of course. Location now given away, and they're trying to go for it, but that flash is going to deter. Meanwhile, Dinos pushing up long through the dark cover, and not to converge onto that, but kills are going to come out, and Built Butter will have the advantage moving in. Lynn making her way downtown to C now, grouped up with the rest of her team, and they're going to try to retake this together. They're moving on in, while Ellie on the flip side in CT, it's only a matter of time. They have to step foot, and there's the information. No, I'm a liar. It got killed, but so did Lori. Oh, and wow, the sequence of kills coming out, now only giving us a 1v1, but Panini had the upper hand there and is able to cross out Klee from the equation, giving their first round on the board.
Fwogs is providing more aggression than I feel like I've seen them provide on the defense, as we saw the 2 members just flanked all the way, pushing out of A and going into Garage, but unfortunately not able to win those fights on site throughout those dark covers. So will be Built Butter taking a round for themselves. This time, we'll have the From the Shadows and Hunter's Fury available, and From the Shadows I feel like just has so much more impact on Haven, because you can get from C to A in an instant and at least get that spike down, as it seems like we are going to see Panini playing more by herself with that spike, and Lynn gonna get that clean headshot onto Lori, making it a 5v4.
Oh, snapped it right off with those knives, Kira, and what a great Blade Storm coming out from her. Now, it's going to slow things down just a bit as the turret will spot out 2 members, but Lynn has taken up a different position now and gets a 3K on top of that. Holy, she's playing Jet. She's gaming. Now, only 2 members left.
1 enemy remaining.
Make that 1. Go on in, but will get bested. And that's going to give enough room for Panini to get this plant down.
Yeah, and that was the From the Shadows used quite a bit earlier. Was not able to find anything though, but she's going to just get pushed from behind so quickly. She does not know.
Oh,
it's going to be Lynn cleaning it up with the 4K, extending Frog's lead to a 3-1 now, as it was still quite expensive for both sides. So economy still not being built up, but for the next round, Clefairy will have that lockdown, so that should be able to stop Built Butter from getting onto a site or push them once they have entered a site, but it will be contingent on whether or not Han has the Hunter's Fury in order to counter that.
That was a lot of words, Kira.
What do you mean? What was it? I thought, oh, okay.
Oh man, that was a lot of words, and there is a lot of plays. There's just so much going on right now. We're at a 3-1, and I don't want to jinx it, but you know, it could be close very soon.
You're gonna start to jinx it.
I know. I'm not gonna. Oh my God! What is this?
Oh no! Is that a new one?
She just changed it again.
Diana, what is this crosshair? Hey, if it works, it works. I am not going to. Actually, I'm not even gonna try. I was gonna say don't knock it till you've tried it, but I'm not trying that.
Yeah, I don't know if Kat noticed, but she's been changing it throughout like this entire series. So that's been pretty fun. But that is not fun for Built Butter, as Ellie's gonna pick up those 3 kills in a row. Now dwindling numbers on just 2 members in Panini and Flowerful, and they're just grouped up here in B, and this is gonna be a tough order for them, as the drone is gonna come out to try to get their positioning, and then they're gonna be found out. Oh, but Lynn peeks at the wrong time, gets punished for it, and 30 seconds left now. It's a 4v2. They're gonna try to see where else they can go.
Looks like that's somewhere else is A, and they're gonna be hit with Clefairy sitting in A short, and they have to know that she's here. And she, oh,
she gets it. She gets the other. And
That's
there it
the
is.
spray down. Coming out from Clefairy for the easy 4-1 now. No ultimates being expended on the side of Fwogs, basically. Except for maybe that Blade Storm, but is that really like an ult? That's just like another weapon, in my opinion. So sometimes I don't count that. I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you, Jess? Do you count that?
A lot of people don't count that. You know when people are like, not knives only, knife fight in mid?
Ah,
And then
yes.
the Jet comes out with the Blade Storm and goes,
It
these
feels
are
kind of
technically
PM.
knives.
Don't worry, I've definitely had that happen before, and I've also been the Jet who does that, so.
Disgusting.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Jess, I've let you down. But hopefully, the combo of Lynn and Clefairy don't let each other down as they are coming onto A.
To A, and these frags are coming out. 3v4. We saw the run it back be used to create some space, but that Hunter's Fury is going to delay the plan as Ellie's going to be firing on through, but still, it has been made. The spike has gone down, and the retake will have to happen. Dino's coming on the other side, but she will get spotted out by the alarm bot, rendering her flank useless now, but still, the pincer could happen. But now, with only her left, they know precisely where she is, or approximately. Has to go through this dark cover. Oh, so scary, being the only one left alive. Gets spotted out by Diana. Tagged up just a bit. Is gonna still try to do something here. Gets one onto Lori. 54 HP. Gonna try to move on in, and there's 3 members left. 2 are pretty low, and they're gonna peek on out, but the spike is ticking, and they're running on out.
She's gonna try to make it as expensive as possible for the side of, oh, she's gonna run straight into that. But at least she's able to take out those members of Built Butter and try to just wear down that economy even more. As it's gonna be a little bit of a scuffed buy coming out from their side, and honestly coming out of both teams right now. Since these rounds were so close, neither team is able to move ahead and get that solid footing. Going to be the lockdowns coming out from both sides now, but advantage could go over to Fwogs if they decide to use that run it back that is on. She is holding garage right now. Will not hit any members of Built Butter though, as once again they're gonna push toward A.
They're going to be pushing towards A, but there's a sea of Killjoy util on both entrances now. Drone trying to get some information. Oh, it gets one, but isn't able to get the other Molly, and that's going to be a delay in time. Diana, however, is still able to get that kill onto Lynn, and there it is. There's the lockdown. They want this site, and that's going to push them back. And oh, Klee still able to find herself on the site. Finds herself just behind, and gonna try to fire some shots there, but Diana's gonna finish her off there. 3v5, make that a 2v5, and it's gonna be left to Ellie and On coming through for CT.
That's how they have Panini there on the back just to make sure there was nobody coming in from behind, able to catch out Dinos. So in the 5v2 situation, Fwogs not gonna look so hot for them, as they're gonna try their best to use that Soviet utility to push out any members of Built Butter, but it does not seem like anybody is greeting on their side, so they're just gonna back off and save. That will be round number 3 going to Fwogs, and they are closing the gap. Oh no, sorry, going to Built Butter.
At this point, it could be any of them. They're just there's literally no gap. It's so close.
And hopefully, Built Butter can use this 2-round spike explosion momentum to catapult themselves to getting a round number 3. Because if they do so, could be a quick round number 4 to follow. Since Fwogs' economy not the best, looking like if they lose this round, should be going back onto the stage. Still have those ultimates to work with though. We're not expended in that previous half since Clefairy was just killed so early. And looks like Spike once again going to be on the back of Panini on the C side while these team members make some noise at A. It's gonna be 3 members of Fwogs here, ready and waiting
I wonder if anyone's gonna buy into Lynn's corner here. I would maul the judge and the camp corner. Oof.
Mm.
But it looks like no one's gonna bite that bait as they are going to be moving along towards this mid B area. The spike is, of course, at C, spots out Genos, and they're going to be running along now. Dark covers are in order. On the shadow being used as well. They want this site, and that's gonna push Genos back.
That spike is going to get planted, and they're going to be holding all the way back from long because, see, it not Han having that Hunter's Fury is going to be the run it back popped on the side of Fwogs. Is Anya not really going to find anything here?
Yeah, they're all just playing long right now, and the judge is coming out as well. Clefairy meets Diana, meantime Barrage. Oh my goodness! It's just a chaos, a flurry of util being used here, and now only 2 members are left. But it doesn't matter, the defuse is coming on out, and Lynn able to get a 3K. Wow, Flowerful's just hitting these pot shots, but will go down eventually, and that's going to be a 5-3. Very, very chaotic round there, Akira.
Frogs really do just have the counter for Built Butter. Because when Built Butter go long, Frogs just decide to push it. And that's been the second time that they've tried to do so. Built Butter does not look like they're ready for that. So once again, it's going to be Frogs taking that 5th round. Still not really expending too many ultimates, only that run it back from the previous round. Now going to this, Built Butter still have that by. Oh, that is very unfortunate. That is into a wall, but it is going to be the woman advantage going over to Built Butter.
Come on, let's go!
And off of those 2 early picks, they're gonna go for this A execute now. Ellie awaiting in hell, but Mini's gonna get the best of her, and that's just gonna leave 2 members on the side of Frogs. Genos and On both having to play from CT, and possibly met with that Molly right there. But Genos is able to connect some shots and finish Panini off, and that's just gonna be 1 less member to have to fight.
Diana.
Ooh. Oh no, she's coming out from the back. But okay, On's on site now, but she doesn't know where to look. She's looking all over. The turret is hitting her. She's trying to tap the defuse. But there it is. There's Diana. Like you said, Kira, with the 4K. So sneaky, is able to loop all the way around. And that's the round going to Built Butter.
Frogs has not needed to look at their backs for the past 8 rounds, but on round number 9, Diana coming through with that flank. Built Butter able to close the gap once again, and looks like we're in for another close game, Jess.
I'm speechless.
I was like, oh no, the mic cut out? Or did you forget to unmute yourself again? I know you've done that. Calling you out.
Wow, listen, I just want to drink some water, okay? And Diana just wants to get some kills, okay? She got that one onto Ellie, and she's moving on in. 2 members of the Fwogs, however, are going to be on this B site, and they're watching it out, so that's going to delay the potential push as they're staring each other down and trying to spam some shots, and those shots are hitting on the side of Flory, able to get that onto Klee. Lynn has to back out now and await the cavalry, await the backup, and will fall in the midst of all that, and On left alone. But now Genos, in just a matter of seconds, her team is gone and will have to play back.
It's just the flash is coming out from Built Butter, allowing them to get onto the site. Fwogs not able to turn away, to looking into the blinding sun of a nice Phoenix flash. So Genos with that goes going to be trying to get some of those picks, but Built Butter seemingly already has put this into a 5-5 situation.
That's
a little bit closer right there. But whew, Killjoy ultimate from Fwogs has not been put out though, so perhaps Clefairy can just wait a little bit further back and make sure that it can be used, because we have not seen it taken advantage of for quite a few rounds now, as the operator is coming out from Lynn. She's going to be holding that A site at short, or she's actually going to go up onto the box and hold short. She could meet some members of Built Butter here, as they're once again looking toward A.
Looking toward A, but that lockdown is going to shut that idea off. Diana still has that run it back, so she's using it to her advantage to try to get some information, but actually made her way just on the outskirts of that ult. And she's just going to be laying in there while the rest of Frogs are going to be pushing up. Lynn going to fire that up and finds nothing. Meanwhile, the rest of Built Butter have made their way on to C. They've mowed Klee and Dino's down, and that's the site for them now.
And that was really good for the lockdown to allow for Ellie Twitches to move up. She's not able to find anything here, but Lynn will pick up that first kill.
First kill with the up, but had to take so much damage for it. Now a 3v4. Ellie moving on to the site, sees one, gets it, and she's scouring the premises along with their teammates. It's a 3v3, and that Molly is on the box.
That's a crazy Molly right there.
Crazy indeed. Spike has been tapped. Diana trying to find something here, and the off shots are firing through. Oh, but those shots are just so crisp coming up from Built Butter, and this is going to be a lead now on their side as we enter the last round before we swap.
Again, it's Built Butter coming in from the backside, providing those flanks, providing that pressure that we've seen for the past few rounds, and Fwogs has not been able to counter that as they were a woman down, or at least a woman down, for all of those rounds. So now going to this Clefairy, finally did get a chance to use that lockdown, and so it will not be available now. Hunter's Fury from Built Butter could catch out somebody from Fwogs if they're not careful about their vision. This time, Dinos is going to switch positions and play inside Garage, put down some of those dark covers to not allow for Built Butter to get on, but that will be an ultimate orb picked up, assumingly on Flowerful, as she is one ultimate point away from getting a lockdown of her own.
From the shadows was also used to get some information here, and that's going to send Built Butter straight to the C site and only being watched by On as well.
It's going to be the Owl Drone coming out.
Get out of my
On
way.
is sitting quite far back, and looks like she is going to get spotted. She's going to have to do as much as she can.
Oh yeah, she's being surrounded right now, and those blades are going to snip her head straight off as the rest of her teammates will have to now make their way onto C.
Spike planted.
Still coming in from both CT and Garage. This time, there's nobody from Built Butter to come in from around them.
But Lori's blades are hitting once again. This time onto Dinos, the second victim. 3 members now on the side of Frogs, and the Hunter's Fury being used as well, trying to stop this entry, leaving only Clefairy, the last one standing. But still, the blades too powerful this round, and she's able to get that one off, and that's going to be a 7-5, and we are now into our second half.
Is this, I feel like we have not had a game where one team had the lead over the other for quite some time, have we, Jess?
Yeah, usually when we switch halves, they're usually tied.
And then you can't tell which team is which because they are mirrored compositions. But now you can tell as Fwogs now are on the back foot, 5-7. They're going to have to do some work on the attack as they do have 3 sites to choose from, and Built Butter have to look at all of them, but it seems like they have chosen 2 sites to focus on, namely C with Flowerful and then everybody else sitting at A. This could be a huge altercation right now as it looks like they're getting ready to push out.
Oh yeah, they're pushing out and they're pushing on indeed. Diana's going to see them first. The shots are being spammed. Nothing just yet. Jumping over the fire. Gino's going to get that classic right click on hand. Meanwhile, Long is action happening here. But ooh, Frogs are going to still come up on top overall. Just going to be Lori and Flowerful left now. The rest of the team in Frogs have made their way, and Flowerful coming out from the back is going to get spotted by the turret. Wow, gets 1, gets 2, but can't get the 3rd. And that's going to be the first round of the second half going over to the Frogs.
Frog just able to overwhelm Built Butter there. And that was quite brave from Dinos to jump over that hot hands, as you said, to be able to pick off that member of Built Butter. And now they are once again closing the gap. Could very quickly go to a 7-7 with this weapon advantage. Going to be once again 4 women stuck on A with that 1 person on C. And B is looking mighty open right now. And it looks like they are posturing themselves to go straight onto it.
I got the spike.
Yes, B do be looking mighty fine as they are going on through. Just Flowerful, the only one who has sight of this, and the spike is going to go down very easily
Spike
within
planted.
these first few seconds. But planting on B is a lot easier than defending it, as they have to look so many directions.
Blocking sight.
And there it is, the first sight of entry, but they had the sight on block. Still, 3-2 now. The shorties aren't coming on through the Spectres as well, but the Molly's going to delay any type of defuse that they are thinking about having. Oh, the
Last
shock
player
darts being used
standing.
as well. They just can't even touch the spike, and Panini going to look onto all 3 members of the Frogs, and we are now tied up, ladies and gentlemen, 7-7.
Looks like that post plant hold with the Sova, with the Killjoy, is just so strong because of those swarm grenades and because of those shock darts, as we just saw. And whew, going to this, it got stuck in my throat a little bit there. But it's going to be Bill Butler now having that weapon advantage, and they need to win this one or else they're going to be put on that back foot, and it could go to 9-7. It's going to be up to the holds of Flowerful on A, as they have switched up a little bit. They have mirrored it back, as that's going to be such a quick entry onto B. That is spiked down immediately.
Oh, Panini just had such great positioning there, able to shut that down immediately. And there's the third coming out for her. Now, she's members left, and that's Clee. Make it just Ellie. She's in this beat. She's in the smokes, and she's gonna get spotted. 8-7 for Built Butter, and we are itching very close. Well, not very, but almost to match point, and the gap is just not even that wide. Oh my goodness, Kira.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself, Jess. There's at least 5 more rounds left. So that's not like really, really close.
I retracted my statement. You know, I corrected
okay.
myself.
just wanted to make sure, rounds don't end at 10. And this time it's going to be Fwogs now a little bit on the back foot in terms of economy and potentially in terms of ults. But Anyan here trying to pick that up for herself so she gets the run it back. Will get covered by her team and the dark cover, so she will be able to pick that up, and now they have an extra tool at their disposal. Going to be a 4-man hold now into Garage and C. The spike is still sitting near C long.
They're just feeling things out right now on the side of Frogs. And there it is, the entry now into Garage, the dark cover, and run it back, both coupled together to create some space and get some information. They're gonna see it not Han, does tag her up a bit, and Lynn's just gonna finish that one off. And kills are out on this side of Frogs, but Lori was waiting here in Garage the entire time, but so was Clee. Peeks it out, but is tagged up just a bit. Oh, and that's going to be a deletion coming out from Flowerful now. 3v2. Spike is ticking.
We have 1 smoke to work with and no paranoias. So that is going to come out. It's still going to be really hard to retake.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh, but Panini's doing the impossible.
She doesn't.
Oh my god!
No,
wait, she
no.
turned away. Wait. Where they're both
she's
still-
looking-
she's watching it. Wait, she's looking the other way. Oh, the timing! And Lynn's gonna get that one, and we're back again to even numbers. 8-8, even as in tied, but also even, because 8 is even numbers. Double.
Wow, Jess.
Wow.
Wow, I love your observations. And another observation to note is it's just expensive for both sides, time and time again. And most of them will be able to buy up for this round with it's actually going to be even ults on both sides as well. Will be the lockdown, Bladestorm, and from the shadows. And the Bladestorm is going to get popped very early from Lori, as she has chosen not to buy a weapon. This time it's going to be Fwogs following in that Sova drone going up to A, which is now undefended. Lori has now made her way over. Dot cover goes down, and the lockdown goes down as well.
Oh, but this flank coming up from Diana. She's able to get one, but did give away her positioning, but that's gonna have to force them to all watch that as they know that someone was there. In the meantime, on site, stuff is happening, and the lockdown is being used as well. The site is just under so much resistance, under so much contention, and Diana's still being a thorn on their side. They still have to be wary of her, but finally she will.
So far away.
Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
look at that. The site is completely open and they are defusing, and Lori is going to be
my
able to
gosh.
hold. And if she's
they're already
able to
it's going through. Oh no, oh, the spike diffuser died. Oh my gosh.
One
It's
enemy
2v1 now.
remaining.
Oh my gosh. She's burying Flowerful. Oh, Flowerful's gonna come out on top.
Right
That
now.
was just seconds. 2 shots. Oh my goodness. Valorant.
This is so crazy. Once again, it's only going to be one member left alive on the side of the winning squad. And everybody is still going to have to buy up. Fwogs do not have the capacity to do so. And it is only going to be Bill Butter buying up those rifles. Going to have a little tech pause as there is some lag now coming out from, I'm not sure who it is, but we'll wait for that to get resolved as it's still close, Jess.
Yes. The lag out's actually coming from me. Like my brain's lagging out right now.
Yes.
It can't take
Wait.
it.
Wait, but I'm the big brain, Jess. Thinking.
Thinking words. Oh my gosh, like I don't even know what to say. Like both teams are just cracked. Even if you win this match, it won't even be by that much just cuz they're so evenly matched. I know I've like said this like 10 times or like
You
more.
have?
Than, I know.
I've actually been keeping tally. Like, I have my little notebook. You know how I always have my notebook, right? And every time you say that, I'm just doing do 1 1 plus 1 plus 2. I got you.
So what's the number at then, Kira?
No, the number is actually at 11 now.
Are you for real?
No.
I'm just like, who has the time?
Did that sound convincing enough?
I'm kind of.
I put a lot of work into that.
You know what? It's good for you. I'm proud of you, and I'm also proud of whoever's internet for pulling through because now we are out of this pause.
Oh yes, and this time Fwogs have not put their attentions on A. It is going to be on C. Dark cover coming out quite quickly on both of those sides. Getting ready to pop out here, but Lori, oh, she has a very tall position right now.
Tall position, and that's gonna give her some good cover as the 2 members of Fwogs are going to collapse. Oh, their team is just falling apart now. It's just left to On. She will fall as well, and now it is a flawless round coming out of Built Butter.
I feel like that is probably the first round this half where the majority of the members of the team that won stayed alive. It's all 5 members stayed alive from Built Butter right there, and they finally have some semblance of building up that economy. Fwogs gonna be pushed onto that back foot. Should be an 11-8 going down as long as they don't get picked off by these sheriffs. As we know, they can be quite nasty. Going to once again put their attentions onto A because C just did not work out that time. But it is going to be the dark cover going off mid. But I think they already expect this since everybody is just running over to A.
They know. They heard all those thumping shoes, those thumping boots through that sewer area of A, and that's going to halt the push just a bit, but able to go on to, what the heck, Lynn? Lynn with the sheriff gets 2 opening kills, and that's gonna give room for a team. What, she gets a 3rd as well through the smoke? Hello. 2 members left of Built Butter, and Ahan's gonna see the back of Ellie, but not going to make much of that, and we're just gonna have to take a pause now to see where the members are before they even think about stepping onto site, but still getting wall banged through, and that connects. What a play thrifty round. They still made it work. They still made it happen, and they're still playing the game. They're all gaming, Kira.
Just as I said that Bill Butter was building an economy, it's gonna get taken down quite soon if they're not able to win this one, as it's now gonna be Fwogs on the advantage going into these later rounds. Both sides have that Hunter's Fury now up, and I feel like the ults are still quite crucial in this game. Still a lot of gunfights, and gunfights are still winning these rounds, but ults will just help that much more. Could be used to bail out a team member, as Lori at mid has taken down Lynn, and now Bill Butter has that woman advantage.
What an early pickup indeed. Lori has been staring down that garage area and caught Lynn so early on, and this is going to have to make Frogs rethink where they want to go now that they're one woman down.
Still gonna wait very patiently outside in window and A. Whole minute left, 2 offensive ultimates to use. And there is not a stack at A right now. If they decide to go here, they'll have to push through this Killjoy utility. But they will not be met with any bodies of resistance.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like they want this A take. The Fairy did put down some of her util to watch the flank in case, but it is going to be deployed on the side of Built Butter. That util coming out from Flowerful.
30 seconds
They're still inching closer and closer towards the site. 30 seconds are left, and it's go time on using the run it back now to create some space. But little does she know, no one's even on site. They've moved all along back. The plant will be coming through. Hunter's Fury is going to come out to again delay the defending team from even setting foot onto site, and this is going to have to be a post plant coming out from Frogs if they want to tie things up.
Interesting that the Hunter's Spear was used so early, as she is playing that far back position in A long. Would have expected it to be used once the spike gets tapped, but oh.
Just coming out from CT, the smoke's not gonna do enough, as two members are gonna get off guard. Molly is deployed to delay the defuse to B3 now. Ellie watching along back, Clee on the other side, and she's trying to go for this halfway now, and there is, but just in the nick of time, Bill Butter's able to get that defuse straight off.
Now Bill Butter putting themselves in a 2-round lead. 11-9 now, as they'll also have more ultimates at their disposal, so they can afford to play a little more aggressive should they choose to do so. And Fwogs now on the back foot, will not be able to buy too much for this round, but this is going to be a critical round for them, because if they lose, that is going to put Built Butter at 12 and Fwogs onto a potential save. Doop, doop, doop.
This sounded like an EDM rhythm. The pot shots.
Cover going out.
Valorant music incoming?
Please, oh my gosh, if
Give me a corpse.
Oh,
and that's corpse.
Yep, there's the corpse. Lynn going to pick up the first kill of this round, and with that, they're just going to be a little bit more at ease now that they know that they have the numbers advantage, but still, Built Butter, still built, can still make things happen.
Make sure here it's the reload there, right outside in grass. This is going to be It Not Han taking some peeks there, knowing that there's quite a few members now. They're going to be coming up.
Coming up indeed. Lynn has the Blade Storm out. But the Hunter's Fury also being used as well. Lockdown. They want this site. She's all the way back. Oh no, she didn't connect the shots. Oh, but they know where she is though. It's a 4v3. Spike still able to securely go down thanks to the lockdown. But Diana is coming in from the back. They're being attacked on all 3 fronts. And there's the enemy lockdown as well. They really have to go in for this, and they do. Able to take down Flaffle, able to take down the lockdown, able to take down Inahan, and it's just left to Diana, who's coming in through long now, versus 2 members of Fwogs on Clefairy. They're going to have to try to do something here. She's already on the defuse. It's making its way to half. The hot hit, she's nearly missing. Oh, she gets one. Oh, but Clefairy able to flick quick and capitalizes on that, finishes it off. It's 10-11 now. Another close round, another close game, and this series is just too close.
So many ultimates coming out with the lockdown and the run it back on the side of Fwogs. And wow, that was quite an aggressive push for them to go into defender's spawn to push that Sova. Fortunately, the knives missing there, not working out too well for them, but they are still able to almost tie it up 10-11, putting Built Butter on the back foot now as they are pushing outside of long with that Blade Storm already popped. And this could get very dicey here as we have Lynn all alone. If she gets caught out here, that would give Built Butter a weapon.
Oh my gosh, they're just circling around now, narrowly missing each other. But still, majority are gonna find themselves in this A site. They're trying to make their way through. Dark cover, not gonna give the vision that Inahan needs, but she's still gonna try to get to Mewtwo. And there it is, Lynn gets cut out, but she's still alive. Oh, not for too long though, as both members of Built Butter are gonna be there. And they're now going to be swarming around and pincering Fwogs on the site.
And so that is going to be the weapon recovered for Diana. She's coming in from that CT side with the run it back.
Oh, the run it back. Oh, able to get 2 kills as well. And she's going to be Clefairy left to her lonesome. She gets 1 and she tries to get more, but isn't able to find anything. And holy Kira.
Thrifty.
I know, and to top things off, we're at match point. How are we at match point? What is happening? This is 12-10.
That was such a good Thrifty coming out from Built Butter, because now they used most of their ultimates, and I think that's is that the first op that we've seen on this map is going to be on Lori now. It's going to be up to Fwogs to do as much as they can. Ellie, 1 ultimate point away and on as well from getting their ultimates. Hopefully they do fight for one of these orbs here in order to get that initial ultimate to get themselves onto a site. As Built Butter, they've moved 2 members toward mid, and they're having more of a mid presence as they expect for Fwogs to try this. And they are, as they're posturing outside of garage with Lynn sitting outside the smoke at mid.
It's just the dark cover separating both teams now, and they're looking on through.
Take flight.
A bit of silence now, but Inahan sending that drone in, going to know that people are there as the owl drone will be put down. And still, Fwogs playing this very cautiously, knowing that this is match point for Built Butter.
Oh, and not Han's gonna get her location revealed at the back of the site, but Fwogs have not made that initial move, and Lori taking off Lynn. That's a duelist down.
Oh man, what an impact kill as well onto their top fragger and Fwogs. This is going to get enough from here on out, as On will get picked up as well. This is going to be the last 3 remaining members grouped up in B here. They're trying to make their way on site. They've made it. Spike has gone down, but the team is coming on forth, and they're going to be hit on every side from the shadows. Used to reposition, but she had to cancel it because someone was there. She's rushing on out, and it's just going to be Clefairy left 1v3. She sees Flowerful, but Flowerful will see her first, and Built Butter is going to see themselves out with the crown, being the winners of the Open Division Season 3 GCL.
And it was a hard-fought day today for every single team. We went to 3 maps for both the semifinals that we streamed and the finals, and it was not a blowout for any of them.
Oh man, Kira, holy, how many hours has it been? 5 straight hours of gameplay. 16 teams to start off this season, and only one crowned the winner. Again, Built Butter will be walking away with $500 and Elgato products. But of course, a big GG to Man I Love Frogs, who gave us such a performance in both the semis and the finals. Such close games, high quality Valorant. My mind blown. Just so much happening today. This was such a good series to watch.
That was. And again, we would like to thank Elgato for partnering with us on this season of GCL. Remember to type exclamation point Elgato in the chat and check them out. And maybe you can ask Built Butter what they decide to choose in the Elgato products so you can, get some for yourself if you would like. And a reminder that we still have some events tomorrow. This is not the only day. How many days have we been streaming? Thursday, Friday, Saturday? There's
Yep.
still Sunday. Don't worry, because Sunday at 1 p.m. PST is the Learning Division playoffs, both the semis and the finals. So make sure you don't miss that. It won't be us casting tomorrow. I believe it will be. I think there's a lot of people casting tomorrow. Or Wolf and Saj? Think are casting the playoffs, but then there are EU in-houses at 5 p.m. CET and NA in-houses that are following the learning playoffs. And then we have a lot more people casting for that. I don't remember everyone's name off the top of my head.
Yes, but they're all going to be good because the girls in here are cracked. Everyone in chat is cracked. We've seen so many cracked teams play today. That's the lesson of the story, ladies and gentlemen. We're all cracked. And speaking about cracked, we are going to see some more gameplay coming out next week. I don't know if y'all heard, we are hosting the VCT Game Changers Academy tournament, and that will be beginning on Friday. For more information on that and for the upcoming announcements regarding the bracket, the teams, make sure you hit up our socials at !socials to stay tuned and get all the information on that. But for today, what a long day it was, Kira. A very long day of gameplay from all of us over at production, Delta observing, the great Sajidin producing, Kira, and myself. A big thank you for watching, and good night.